Hello, everyone out there in Facebook world. I am so excited to be on Facebook Live with you guys tonight. Now, I'm going to give you guys some time to come in because, of course, I'm here by myself right now. So it's 8 o'clock and it is time for the Mahogany Bronze Hour Facebook Live. And I can't wait to see you guys. It's been so long. Look at my sis being on time. You go, girl. Hey, Kaleda, how are you, sweetie? It's so good to see you. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I am so excited. I can't wait to see all of you guys. I have really, really missed you all from doing these live Facebook Lives because it was so much fun. Didn't we have fun? We had so much fun, but they had to end. But I'm back. Well, I never really went anywhere, but I've just been so busy. But I definitely want to stay plugged in with you guys, and so you can see what's going on with Mahogany Bronze and the books and everything. So I'm gonna let some more people come in, and Kaleda and Ann, or we just sit here and we'll talk. How about that? I miss you guys. I love you both, but you guys are on time. See, that's what I'm talking about. On time. Kaleda, make sure you tell the babies I said hello and everything, and that I love them. And I'm just so excited for all of you guys. Just come on in. Hi, Michelle. How are you, dear? So good to see you all the way from the ATL. So very good to see you. Hi, Stacy. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour Facebook Live on this Wednesday evening. I promise you, I won't be before you long. Ain't that what they say in the church? Isn't there something how every time you go to church, every pastor knows that line? I won't be before you long. That must be something that they just kind of learn, So I'm going to say it too. I won't be before you long. No, seriously, because I know you guys got to watch, what is it tonight? Empire. I know you guys have to watch Empire, and you're trying to hear Mahogany Bronze all night. I feel you on that. But yes, give them kisses, Kaleda. And Michelle, I hope you've had a wonderful day, dear. I thank you guys. And Stacy, I thank you guys so much for taking your time out of your busy Wednesday evening and coming in and tuning in with the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I definitely want to get started. I want to give people a little more time to come in. But I'm excited about what God is doing. I'm excited about everything because God is able. And let me tell you, the reason I post that song a lot, guys, because it is in my heart, it's in my spirit. And there will come a time where you have to just get that stuff in your spirit because God is able. I don't care what it looks like. I have forgotten about what it looks like a long time ago. That's why I'm glad I can't see that good, because then I can't see what it looks like, right? Unless someone tells me. So to God be all the glory. Hey, Dion, how are you, dude? What up, what up? You. It was so good to see you when I was home last. It was just good to see you when I was there. It's always good to see all of you when I'm in Monroeville. But I won't say when I'll be in Monroeville again because it's a surprise. But I will be there soon. But I just love home. I love going home. I'm so excited that you guys tuned in. But tonight, what we're going to talk a lot about tonight on the show is I just want to kind of give you guys a little update on what's going on, what's coming up. Hi, Philia. How are you? Hi, Scotty. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. I just want to give you guys a little update about what's going on. And so you'll know what's coming down the pipe because, it's all good. It's all good in Old Town. I am here in Orlando, and it is just a beautiful evening. I tell you, I wish I were close to the beach right now because that's exactly where I'd be. I wouldn't be getting in the water, you understand, because I can't swim. But I love the sounds of the ocean. How about that? But thank you so much, Scotty, for tuning in. But I want to give some shout outs first, before we get started and everything. The first thing I have to do is give glory and honor to God. 100%. Guys, let me tell you something. If there is ever a way maker, if there's ever a time to believe that God is able, it is now, because I can't wait for that day, and I'm looking for that person that's going to do that, the person that's going to actually interview me on my show, so that I can explain and share with you guys just how good God really is when you trust him. You have to trust him even when you can't trace him. There are times in your life when it's not going to look like, it's going to look like God is just going to sleep. It's going to look like he has gone to sleep and he has forgotten about you, but he isn't. How many times does a teacher talk during the test? They're hoping that you'll rely on what you learn, right? So when you're going through your test, you got to rely on what you learned from the clip notes, from class, from your friends' notes, and everything else. You remember how we used to do it? So you have to do that in life too. You know, when tests come, that's not the time to try to figure out what God's doing. You got to rely on what you know. Hi, Gloria. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I am so excited that you guys all tuned in. But I want to give first and foremost all honor to God, because if it had not been for him on my side, I would not be here. And I can promise you that. And when you hear my story, you're going to be like, yeah, she's right. So I give all glory and honor to him because he didn't give up on me. He didn't look at me and say, you've made this mistake, you've made that mistake, it's over for you. He never did that to me. And he put people in my life that constantly said, you can do this, Ella, you could do this. So I am living one of my dreams, which is to have a talk show. And I tell you, I am so excited. A lot of hard work. Boy, look at here. Let me tell you, you got to have some wigs that'll last, baby, because it is rough sometimes, but I'm up for the challenge. I love it. To God be the glory, because I love it. This is something that I love more than anything, is to be able to talk and inspire and motivate people in whatever form or whatever platform God gives me to do that. I will do it. If it's Facebook Live, I don't care if I can be on the back porch screaming to people down below. Doesn't matter. I just want people to know how good God is and to share with you all of that as well. But now, let's start thinking some real people. My assistant. I could not do a lot of the things that I have to do, guys, if it were not for my assistant, Ann Walden Cineas. She is a doll. She is more than an assistant to me. She doesn't just push papers and make phone calls for me. I can assure you of that. She does a lot more than that for this sister right here. She's got to pray. We call her snot prayer. Sorry, Ann. I just had to throw that out there. But you know you're doing some serious praying when you got a snot prayer, right? Well, she has to go on her knees, come up ashy for me a lot of times. And I just want to say I love you and I thank you so much for that, Ann, because I appreciate you like there is no love. I really, really do. And I'm excited about the ladies. Hi, Kim. Hi, Francis. How are you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I know you guys see me with my Anytime Fitness. Y'all caught me right when I was getting ready to work out. No, let me stop tripping. Seriously, I was thinking about working out. And that's why I put this on. Is that good enough, Kim, that I was thinking about it? Well, I was thinking about it. That's the first step, right? Maybe tomorrow I'll actually do it. You just never know about this good old sister right here. But anyway, Brenda, thank you so much for tuning in. But I want to thank the ladies in Monroeville that are making it happen for women at work. You guys are you're already getting started on what we have to do this year with feeding the families. This year, we're feeding 400 families in Monroe, Clark, Wilcox, and Connecticut counties. That's right. Four different counties are being fed this year. And God can feed one, he can feed 1,000. If he can feed two, he can feed 2,000. If he can feed 10, he can feed 10,000. One day we'll be feeding 10,000 families. You can believe that. That's just the kind of, I just believe that if God can do it for 10, he can do it for 10,000. I just have crazy enough faith to believe that. I've seen him do it. All right, so we're excited about that. The ladies, Judy Kidd, Jennifer Richardson Kimbrough, Sonia Graham, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much for talking it up in Monroeville. We have solidified the community house for Monroeville, so I'm very excited about that. We've solidified the Repton City Center, Civic Center, for the Connecticut counties, and we're working on a place in Thomasville for Clark and Wilcox counties. So we're getting out together. We've already started. These ladies are wonderful. I love you guys so much for your love. You give of your time because it is a nonprofit organization and you're doing it. And I appreciate you so very much for all the calls and everything that you guys are already doing. Okay, so thank you so much, ladies. Carol Gordon, who is my producer for the Mahogany Bronze Hour, thank you. She has to have a lot of patience with me. Thank you. Love you so much. My partner, which is Barbara Polly, Jolly. Barbara Jolly. I was thinking about Polly. Where is Polly? But anyway, I was thinking about Polly. I meant to say Barbara Jolly. She is my partner. We're just doing the Mahogany Bronze Hour. This is our start, but she and I will collaborate on other things. In other words, we're going to be looking to bring other shows to the network as well that we'll produce, that we'll be behind. So we're looking to do a lot of good things here in Orlando, but she's my partner and I appreciate her so much. We've spent hours and hours on the phone, going back and forth about different things. And it's just, I know we're going to do this, girl. So I appreciate you so much for your support. And I also want to say Cassidy Gordon, which is my producer's daughter. This girl, listen, talented. She wrote the theme song for the Mahogany Bronze Hour. The first time I heard it, I was sitting down in the church and she played it for me. She actually sings it She plays the music. She wrote the music for it, everything. All I did was gave her an idea of what I like. And she wrote the music, the song, the words, everything. And when she played it for me, at the end of it, I was crying. I was in tears. It was beautiful. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. It is going to be incredible. Of course, it'll come on when the show comes on, but it is a theme song for the Mahogany Bronze Hour. So thank you so much, Cassidy. You are a talented girl. I see a bright future for you, girl. I really, really do. And also want to say a special prayer and shout out to the Gibbs family. This week they were had an accident. Darren and Teresa had an accident this over the past weekend. And I am just so excited to see how all of you and all the family and all the friends and Facebook family and friends came together to just crack the devil's head open. Because that's what we got to do. You know that, right? We got to crack his head open. And sometimes it takes more than just the Gibbs to do that. You got to take the Gibbs, the Johnsons, the Wall, everybody. We got to all come together and crack his head, because he now knows he has no power. Because believe me, and this is not just for the Gibbs, but believe me, if the enemy, if the devil really had power, he'd take all of us out. So why ain't all of us laid up dead somewhere? You know why? Because he can't do it. He has no power. We give him more credit than he's due. Okay, he's like a tiger with no teeth. I'll say it over and over. And y'all trying to give him dentures. Don't give him any dentures. Don't give him any room to be able to take you out. He has no power. Okay, so let's just keep it right there. He has no power. But anyway, so I just want to say, hello to both you guys. I love both you guys. I've been knowing you guys for years, and I just want to let you know that we love you, and I'm extending my love to you. If you ever need anything from me whatsoever, I am available, or you can talk to Ann. She'll get to me quicker than anyone can. So I just want to say that. Now, what's coming up on the show today, we're going to talk about the feedings. I want to get you guys up to date on that. We're going to talk about my book release, book signings, what's going on with the Mahogany Bronze Hour. And I'm going to give you guys a little quick motivational moment at the end. And we're going to talk about my love life. I was just trying to check and see if y'all were listening, because, I'm not going there, right? Hi, Kaylin. How are you, dear? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. You said you were going to be watching, and you are there. So thank you so much for coming in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour tonight. But no, we're not going to talk about my love life, because, that would be a quick moment right there. But anyway, so with the feedings, I already told you guys that we're going to be feeding 4 counties this year. Now, Monroeville will be that Wednesday. Monday will either be Clark and Wilcox, or it's going to be the Conecuh. So one of those two will be Monday or Wednesday. We're not sure which day is going to go which. But we definitely want, once we start putting that out there, guys, please share it on your pages, because we want to make sure that we get everyone. We don't want to miss anyone. We want to make sure we hit the families that are in need for Thanksgiving. So we're getting started on that. If you feel like you want to be a part of it and help us out, please inbox myself or Ann about that and say you want to help in whatever capacity, because we need volunteers right now. Yes, we'll need some for the feedings, to hand out food and hand out this and that, but we actually need people in our planning stages. Now, our team from last year is definitely all coming back over, and they're still doing, what they do best. However, there's more room, there's room for more people. So if you're interested and you'd like to be a part of the planning process, please myself or Ann know. Okay, so that's what's going on. We're going to start doing fundraisers next month in June. So y'all look out for that. You'll be hearing it. You'll be hearing it. You'll be hearing it. You'll probably get it on your page. To God be the glory. But we will definitely let you know when those things come up. Book release. My book is in production right now. Torn 3 is in production. Oh my God, it's like I had a blank. I forgot the title of my book. Now I'm getting old, baby. I am getting ready to turn another year older next month. Torn 3 is Surviving the Human Snake Pit. Torn 3, Surviving the Human Snake Pit. Hi, cuz. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in, Bev. I love you, love you, love you. I'm going to have to get down to your neck of woods one day. And I just feel like riding, because sometimes I do. I like to just get in the car and listen to my oldies and just head. So I might just head your way. So just, whenever it's a good time, let me know. I'll definitely come. I don't mind, because I love you and I appreciate all your support. But the book release, Torn 3, Surviving the Human Snake Pit. This book is incredible. If you haven't started reading the Torn series, you really want to get started so you're not lost when the book comes out. But this book is based on true events, just like all the other ones have been. And this book, I'll be honest with you, out of all the books that I've written, I've written 2 already. This is the 3rd one that's being published, and this one was a lot more emotional to write. And you'll see why when you read the book. There's a lot of the damage that could have been done to Melissa, but she just kind of didn't allow it. Hi, Thomas. How are you, dear? Thank you so much for tuning in. Love you too. Love you too. And there's so much damage that could have been done to her based on some of the stuff. I mean, it could have mentally damaged her. So I was very careful and very prayerful when I wrote this book, because I had to, when I write, what I do is I go back to my journals. For those of you that want a little tip about writing, I journal when I'm going through hell, okay? Because hell can be so bad that you won't forget it, but I want to make sure I know the details. You understand what I'm saying? So when I was going through it, I was journaling a lot. So when it was time to write the book, I actually took those journals out, and I had to just read through them again, and I had to become that all over again so that I can write it, so that when you guys read it, you'll feel it. You know, that's what makes a successful book, is that your emotions are tied into it, that you can't put it down. So that's why you guys have been able to do that with the other ones, because that is kind of how, that's the kind of writer I am. I put myself right back in it. And putting myself back into this, surviving the human snake pit, what that meant for me is that during that time when I was writing this book, there were so many human snakes around me. I mean, I'm talking about people, you know, they come to you one way and you're like, oh my God, she's so nice. You know, it's just like in my dreams. You know, the snakes were disguised. They look pretty. They look colorful. They are full of life. And you're thinking there's no way. And one day, you know, you look around and you look back and that snake is getting ready to bite you. But God is the one that made you look back so they didn't get you. The snakes never got me. And this is real life, guys. When I was growing up in Monroeville as a young girl, I always had dreams of snakes. You know, I would wake up in the middle of the night pushing the snakes out of the bed. And I think the only person that didn't think I was crazy was my mama. You know, so God must have gave her a little tidbit. Look, you're going to have one. It's going to be a little cuckoo, you know, but just be prepared for her. But anyway, I would wake up and I would push the snakes out of the bed, and I couldn't understand. And the older I got, the bigger they got, you know. And then there was a period in my life where the snakes didn't look like snakes. They were very pretty. They were colorful. I was actually playing with them until in the dreams I would look away and I'd come back and they'd be like this, you know, like ready to bite. So this was part of my inspiration for this book as well, because I've always been around snakes. That let me know that they've always been around. However, they have never taken over. So that means that, yeah, trouble's going to be present, you know, but God is even more present. So it never got me, but this book is going to blow your mind because there's a lot of stuff. Melissa is, you know, this one, I'll put it like this. This one could have ended it for her. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you guys. And I know those of you that read Torn 2, the way it ended, you were like, Ella, come on. Really? Yes, really. That's kind of had to do it. I had to do it. But you guys, very beginning of Torn 3, you'll see exactly what was on that text. Nobody knows, not even Ann. So y'all didn't even text her. She doesn't know. I won't even tell her what was on the message. So those of you that have no idea what I'm talking about, you need to get the book. All right. So you can go to my website right now. My website is kind of in construction because I'm going from one website to another one. Right now it's torn-theseries.com. You can go there. There's no pictures or anything like that. That website got all jacked up, but it's still open and functioning. But I do have a new one that's being worked, and it's going to have all of my businesses, everything under one umbrella. It's going to be theellajohnson.com. Now that is not transferred over yet, so we're kind of in construction, but you can still go to torn-theseries.com if you want to get these books. And, you know, inbox me if you have any kind of special situation and you want the book and you ain't got it right now. Just, you know, let me know. I want everybody to read the Torn series. I mean, not because it's my book and it's going to put a little cash in my pocket. That has nothing to do with it. Not at all. I want you to read it because the book is going to bless you. The series is going to bless you. For those of you who have read the book, you know I'm not lying. Because what it does is that it lets you know you're not alone. Because I didn't want to write from a place of trying to be all that. You know, like, oh, she was so perfect. She went to church. No, Melissa went to church, but Melissa got with it, you know, whenever she wanted to also. I kept it real, okay? She worked in the church, but she's still doing stuff she didn't have any business doing. But I told it from the perspective of being honest, because I feel like that is what's going to help people, is when everybody, you know, comes from a place of letting people know you're not perfect and you're not going to mess up, but grace. Thank God for grace, because that is exactly what helped me. So the book release, that is coming out this summer. Look for Torn 3, Surviving the Human Snake Pit. Okay. Now, as far as a book signing, I'm not sure exactly when that will happen. I'm not sure exactly where I'll have that. So Ann is going to definitely be working with me and everyone else so that we can try to find out where we want to launch the book. But I'm coming back to the Ville. Now, I'm coming. If it's not but for one day, I have to come back and present the book to you guys. So I'll definitely be there in Monroeville. You'll see the book. It's going to be great. Even my book cover is being worked on. I went a different route this year with my book cover. I'm not letting my publisher do it. I'm letting someone else do it because I just, that's just what I want to do. So that's coming soon too. But the book is in production. They've had it for a minute now. They're going through everything, crossing every, I, dotting all the T's, making sure, there's no grammatical issues. They're making sure that I'm not breaking any copyright laws. So there's a lot of stuff that goes with the book. That's why it just doesn't happen right away. They have to check it and make sure that they don't get sued or anything like that because of me, which I can assure you they won't because all the names have been changed and all that kind of good stuff. Now, so the book signing is TBD, to be determined. So Mahogany Bronze Hour, yay! Now this is what I'm so excited about. You guys have seen, I've already done all the filming that I need to do for the promo. So my producer right now is working on the promo. Probably within another week or so, we're going to be putting the promo out there everywhere on the Facebook channel. On YouTube channel, and everywhere that we can possibly think of. We're going to be putting that promo out there, letting everybody know we're coming to Orlando. Yay, And you'll be able to see the show on our YouTube channel. You'll be able to see it on the website as well as the Roku box. So if you go to the Roku box, if you have the Roku box, you'll look up Life Vision TV. And that's the network that my show will be under, Life Vision TV. But there's different ways that you'll be able to see it. We wanted to make sure, because we want to make sure everybody gets it and passes it along and says, hey, watch. Now, what I need you guys to do right away is if you'll go to that link that I put out there the other day for the YouTube channel, go to the link, click on it, and subscribe to the channel, okay? So it takes a second, right, Ann? Because Ann did it, and she did it like in 2 seconds, right? Like 2 seconds. Probably was 1 second. But anyway, guys, please do me a favor and do that. Go to the link that I put out there. I'll put it out again tonight. But go to the link, click on it. It takes you straight to the channel. And then where it says subscribe, just hit it and just put in your email address, and that's it. So that way you won't miss out on any of the shows or any of the promos or anything that we're putting to the channel. You'll be able to see it firsthand, okay? So I appreciate your support on that. Thank you so much on that. And also, the first show is going to be June 1st. And the guest is Mercy J. Mercy J is a local gospel artist here in Orlando, and the girl is bad. But she also has an organization for, again, an anti-bullying organization. And they have a personal story that they'd like to share with everyone about that. So that's going to be an incredible show. The next show we did the other day that you guys saw us actually on Facebook. That the video was like horrible because it was just not good reception where we were. But that's all right. Y'all just have to wait for the real show. But anyway, what we were talking about is we were exposing different things. Right now, Congress, there's a secret memo out there. There was a video on Facebook, and that's what made us come up with this story. There's a secret memo out there that Congress is aware of where they're trying to bring certain perversions and make them legal. They've already started with the LGBT community type thing, but there's some other things that are even further than that they're trying to bring and make it like, I'm just gonna throw this out there, bestiality, stuff like that. So y'all just have to wait till when you get it on the show, and then messing with little boys and all that kind of stuff. In some places, guys, believe it or not, I know this is a shock to your system because it was to mine too. I had to watch it, read it hundreds of times before I could even get it out of my mouth. But there are places in the world where a lot of this type of stuff is already happening. Okay, so it's time for the church to come together, and basically where we were coming from with the show. Hi, Leela. Hi, Josephine. How are you guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to the Mahogany Bronze Hour. So there's a lot of things that we're gonna be bringing out. It's gonna be some stuff. It's gonna be a little tough to hear it sometimes, but hey, I gotta keep it real because that's who I am, and I haven't changed. I keep it real, and what I stand for is what's right. And I'm going to do that on the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I'm going to do that on Facebook Live. I'm going to do it at the City Council. I'm going to do that wherever, because that is what God has put in me to do, because I know He's with me as I am doing it. So we're going to be keeping it real on the Mahogany Bronze Hour. So we're going to be bringing some stuff to you guys as real so that you can see what's really coming up the pipe. because we're staying in tune with that kind of stuff. So we have a lot of political stuff. We care about the community. So we're going to be bringing a lot of those kind of things out. We're going to be talking a lot about if you're a local artist and you want to showcase your talents on the Mahogany Bronze Hour, show me what you're working with. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. You know, how would that be to just be discovered on the Mahogany Bronze Hour? Now, for all of my family and friends in Alabama, I know you guys think that this doesn't include you because you're so far away, but I do. There are some people there that I want to interview you on the show. So we have to make arrangements to get you to Orlando. Orlando's only 6, 7, 8 hours away from Monroeville. That's not bad. You know, not bad at all. So I want to get you guys down here. Some of you definitely want to tell your story and talk to you, interview. It's about you and holding it in, but it's about sharing with other people so that they can be blessed as well. So if you have a show idea, inbox me. Even if you can't be on the show, but you think, hey, Ella, this is something I read somewhere, I think it would be good to talk about, inbox me. Let me know. If you want to be a guest on the show, inbox myself or Barbara Jolly. Okay? Or if you're in Alabama, you can definitely inbox Ann, you know, if you feel more comfortable with her, because she talks to me every single day and, you know, brings a lot of stuff to my attention. So, you know, I don't want to miss anything, and we want to make the shows good and informative. So if you're interested in being a guest on the show, you know, if you have any kind of ideas about the show, hook a sister up. Let me know. Let me know. All right? Now, locally here in Orlando, everybody in Orlando here knows about this situation, and a lot of you guys in Alabama heard about this too. You remember the story about the young man, Markeith Lloyd, who went to the Walmart and the cop got killed, and, you know, the one that killed his baby's mom. That I know that circulated all over. Well, I just want to tell you, that really hit home, because that particular Walmart, I stop into that Walmart every single day. It's right across the street from my job. And that particular day, for some unknown reason, it is crazy, some unknown reason, my car just went crank. Now, you know the first thing I thought about, girl, you done ran out of gas. But that wasn't it. I had a half a tank. So that wasn't the problem. And I'm like, what is the problem with this car? It's never done this. Never have I had a problem with my car. So here I am this Monday morning, not in my car, and I'm just like, okay, so I got to get to work. So I think I called Uber. It was either Uber or Lyft, whichever one. But I called them, and I didn't go to that Walmart. Out of all the days that I didn't go that day, because I go there every day for my lunch. No, my secret's out. I don't cook. So, yeah, I had to go there to get my lunch. But that particular day, I was like, you just going to have to eat cheese and crackers for lunch. So, because I didn't go to the store. When I got to work, that's when I found out that this shooting happened. And I just, you know, of course I cried, and I was giving God all the praise, because that could have easily been me caught up at that Walmart. But anyway, there's a lot of controversy now around that, because the state attorney in Orlando, her name is Aramis Ayala, and they took her off because she made a point. I am not pursuing the death penalty. She made that very clear. She said, I'm not pursuing the death penalty in this case or any case. Well, now, you know, Governor Scott wasn't having that. He said, absolutely not. Oh, no, you got to go. So guess what? They took all of her cases like that away. So now she's suing the governor of Florida because of it. And I want to talk to her. So if you guys, anybody out there within the sound of my voice, and you know her, share this video, because I want to talk to you, girl. I will be very fair, because I will say this, that I am going to be interviewing some people that are kind of close to the situation. I won't disclose who they are right now, because I want to make sure I get the green light. But I'm getting as close to it as I can. And what better to talk to? Girl, you might as well talk to me. Don't talk to these local stations. Talk to me, you know, because we're going to get the truth. Even if we don't get an actual interview, I would love just to get a statement from you. And then we can have like maybe a commentary and maybe a panel to talk about it. Because it is newsworthy. Because how about this, guys? The governor for the state of Florida has said, you know what? We're taking you off because you're not doing, you got to be out your mind. Why you ain't pursuing the death penalty for this boy? You know, so there's been a lot of controversy around that. People were very angry after this. I mean, the Facebook wars were incredible behind this. But I'm going to be talking about it on the Mahogany Bronze Hour. You can believe that, buddy. Okay? So I want to talk to you, Aramis. So if anybody knows her and you have this video, put it on your page, because I want her to know that I want to talk to her. Hi, Jonathan. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Thomas. Thomas, thou shall not kill. Yeah, That's right, Thomas. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, she's not pursuing it because I don't know if it's a religion thing why she's not pursuing it. I didn't really delve into it that much. But I do know that she's not pursuing it with him or anyone. So, I mean, she could go for life, but she's not pursuing the death penalty. But anyway, so now this leads me to the point. I want to give you guys a Mahogany motivational moment because I know you are just so ready to get ready to watch Empire. I'm going to jump right into my computer. I have a lot of work to do. I'm always working. Maybe I'll just stop tonight and watch Empire. How about that? And tell me, Ella, watch Empire and don't worry about the computer. Because if she tells me to do it, I'll do it, right? But anyway, I want to give you guys a title. The title of the Mahogany motivational moment tonight is Don't Get Caught Up. Don't get caught up. Okay, and this is going to be very brief because I just want to make it short and sweet for you guys so that you can take it and do with it what it needs to do for you, because I think it's very important. Based on a lot of things that I see on Facebook, I know it's important, to talk about, and I ask God to give me this message for you guys tonight because, this is about each one reach one, right? So let me ask you guys a question. What's the first thing that your mom or dad, y'all think back in the day? I know I got a lot of old school folks on here, so I know y'all can just be real with me. That's why I love my people from DeVille, because y'all keep it real, right? Oh, that rhymed. I like my people from DeVille because they keep it real. No, rapping is not in my future. I can see that very clearly. But what's the first thing your mom or dad would do whenever you would see a rat running around in the house? You know it. You can hear them in the ceiling. In the attic. You can hear them. You gotta do something. It's the first thing they would do. Don't y'all think about that. Now I want you to think about in the world. What does the enemy do when he sees people running around, Christians running around, people pretending to be Christians running around, acting like they love the Lord? We're gonna compare the two tonight. You got a rat running around in the house, and in the world you got some people running around, these Christians or these sometimes Christians running around thinking they love the Lord. All right, what is there to do? Well, in the natural, your mom and dad, they're not going to go around running around the house with a broom trying to chase a rat. They're going to set a trap for him. They're going to set a trap for him. And guess what? That's the same thing the enemy does. When he wants to stop you, he has to set a trap for you. This is why we cannot be deceived. Okay? We can't be deceived. He's setting a trap for you. Now, in the natural, put a little cheese, at the end of that thing. He's got to use something. The rat like, right? So he puts a little cheese at the end of that thing, and he knows that rat, he's coming for that cheese. He's coming for that cheese. And a little bit, you'll see the rat peeping out of the hole. Can you tell I got a little experience? I'm just keeping it real. The rat comes peeping out of the little hole. He sees that cheese, but he's like, okay. So the rat, he'll ease his way right on up there to that cheese and starts nibbling. And see, the trap is set because, see, the enemy, the reason the trap is set and it works so good because they're betting that the rat's going to be nibbling on that cheese and he's not going to be worried about the trap. Guess what, guys? That's exactly what we do in the natural. Hello, somebody. Amen, lights. I'm going to say amen if nobody else says it. Guess what? When the enemy wants to trap you, he's going to use something that he knows you like. You think he's going to put something at the end of that trap that he doesn't think you like? He's going to put a little cheese, a little money, woman or man that he knows you like. You don't care what's in their head. You just care about that body. He knows what you like. So he's going to put it right there. Because he knows that you're going to be so excited about nibbling on that cheese, getting that money, hanging out with that woman, nibbling on that woman, no pun intended. But he knows that your focus is going to be there. You forgot all about the trap. You forgot all about the trap that he set for you. That's what the enemy is doing, guys. That's why so many things that are going on in our lives, and I say our because I'm talking to me too. I'm always talking to me first in the name of Jesus. It is that he sets it up because he wants to. And this is the thing. Your whole life, he's had time to figure out what your cheese is. Okay? Everybody don't like money. Everybody don't care about women or men. Everybody don't care about the real cheese or that money. Everybody has a different kind of cheese. You understand what I'm saying? But he's going to use what he knows. That's the problem. We give him a little bit too much information. So he watches you and he knows exactly what to put in that trap, and he puts it right there. And it looks so good because it always comes when you need it the most. Girl, I got to get this $10, boo. What I got to do? Let me put something out there I know she's going to nibble on. But it's a trap. What I want you guys to take with you today is this, that the cheese is just a setup to get you caught up. Say it again. The cheese is just a setup to get you caught up. If he wants to catch you, the devil wants to get you, he's not playing fair, guys. He's going to use something, someone that he knows you like. He's going to figure out what your cheese is. Now, I'm going to end, tonight because I know that you guys want to get to your shows and you want to wash clothes and cook and all that kind of stuff. But I want to leave you with this quote. Your Mahogany motivational moment for tonight is this. When the enemy is ready to choose your cheese, he chooses it based on what he sees. That's real talk on the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I'm going to tell you again. Okay? When the enemy is ready to choose your cheese, he chooses it based on what he sees. So if you don't want the enemy having anything on you, stop showing him everything. Stop telling him everything. Okay? So I just wanted to give you guys my motivational moment for tonight. My first time back, I was get caught up with Ella Johnson on the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I know it's been a long time since I've been back with you guys. I've missed you. I hope you guys have missed me. I love you guys so much. This is something I love doing. I've just been very busy, and I want to ask you guys to just continue to pray for me. Continue to pray for every path and every door. Kaleda said something today that blessed me. She said, God will open a door that you're not even knocking on. I love that. That was so deep. I got that, baby girl. I got that. TT got that. Thank you so much. God will open a door that you're not even knocking on. And I can attest to that because, I think if we knew exactly what God had planned for us, most of us wouldn't be able to handle it, right? So I thank God for the doors that he's opened. I thank God for the people that he's placing in my life to help me do the things that I have to do from day to day. I love you, Bev. I love you, Brenda. I love you, Ann. I love you. All of you that are in, the line is moving a little bit, so I don't know exactly who's all still there. Brenda, I remember seeing you, Jonathan, Kaleda, and all you guys. And if I forgot to say your name, just know I love all of you. I love you. Yes, I do. I'm so crazy. All this energy. I should work, right? Nah. But anyway, so I just want to say thank you guys all for tuning into the Mahogany Bronze Hour. I love you. And I will see you guys again next week right here at the same time on Facebook Live Mahogany Bronze Hour. Thank you for tuning in. Now, once this video stops, I want you guys to share it. All right? I love you. Deuces. Good night.